Man, hey, thanks for jumping on the Guts podcast. We're talking about missions, and man, God's told us to go and preach the gospel and make disciples. Yeah. So that's what we've been doing on these mission trips, and it's such a vital piece because it becomes one of those things that's like, yeah, man, he's showing me what to say. He's showing me where to go. He's showing me that, man, I'm here for this moment right here and right now. And today I got Jake Todd with me. He is so much fun to have around. He's like a brother. We got to room while we were on our mission trip. Oh, yeah. And man, I don't know that I laughed as much on that trip and the excitement and the energy that Jake brings. Jake, share a little bit about yourself.
Well, first of all, Pastor Nate, thank you again for having me. It truly is an honor. I don't count this as just something that I get to do. Genuinely, thank you. And it also helped because I got to, well, like you said, my name's Jake Todd. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I have twin boys, and I also got to complete the Guts X School of Ministry. The first class and the only class that got to experience 2 years. Yeah. So that was that was incredible and a joy and something I'll never forget, and just impacted my life so much because we were called here. We lived in St. Louis. We were living a normal, mundane, mediocre life, and God asked me and my wife, Ashley, do you guys want more? And we resoundingly said yes. We just didn't know that was going to be picking up everything and coming to Tulsa. So, but we said yes, and then we waited, and then he asked us again and said, do you guys want more? And we were like, yes. And he's like, okay, then just go to Tulsa. That's where I've called you. Get to Guts Church. So we came, and forever our lives have been changed. And we've been here for 2.5 years and just so thankful. And what I was about to say was, even in the process of school of ministry, I got to have you as my mentor. And I still consider you as one of those men in my life. And I'm just so thankful because if people are listening to this and they don't understand the leadership or the men and women that lead this church, just know that the leadership is second to none. So I say that in a serious thank you to having such an impact on my life, being my mentor, and even being able to room with you on our trip. I mean, we probably stayed up later than we ever should have, yes. But it was worth it because we laughed and just were able to enjoy the time.
No, totally. Nothing coffee can't cover in the morning.
That's true. That's true. So, good point.
Man, thank you so much. It's an honor to serve alongside of you. That's what this is so amazing. But there's so much that we got to experience with each other on these trips. And what is one of the revelations that you received on the trip that we went to? And was it your first one? Have you ever been on a mission trip? Kind of combo those two. Sure.
So it was my first missions trip, and I've always wanted to go on a missions trip, but I've kind of considered myself, and this is terrible, but I'm an American guy. You know, let's do missions here local. You know, I'll go to the hospital, or I'll go to the local homeless facility and serve there. But when you go overseas and you see what you see, for me, it was a moment in time that I can never relive, and I can never replace that. It will be etched in my mind forever, because it was the first one. And when we're there, you see what the Bible literally talks about when it says the fields are white unto harvest, but the laborers are few. And that's what we were doing. We were in a place that we had never been, did not know a lot about, but we knew that the fields were white with harvest. And that's why we're there. And when we went, you got to see it, Pastor Nate. You got to see the Peruvian people, and they light up. It's almost unexplainable, because you see their faces and they look at you, and some of them legitimately, maybe they've never seen an American or a white male or woman in their life.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and this is their first time, and you're not coming asking something from them. You are willing to give them something. And that's the love of Christ. And when they see that and they feel it, they genuinely know that you're there to help them, and whatever they need, you're willing to do it.
Yeah.
They want it and they will receive it. And they're not reluctant. It's yes, whatever you have, that's what I want.
Yeah.
And it was just incredible to see that they were just so, that they wanted it so bad. And we were there to give the love of Christ.
No, I think that I remember someone because we raise money. We get all this money together. We get passports. Make sure all the paperwork and everything's done to go on this trip. And there's a sacrifice to it.
Sure.
And so not just coming to present the gospel and stuff to them and let them know that how much we love them, but it's just like, oh yeah, it also costs us something to come and bring this to you. This wasn't just like, oh yeah, we just showed up because someone paid the bills, all the thing. Right. Like we're missing work, we're taking off vacation time, but then to show up after like all this sacrifice to just no, all I'm here to do is show you that Jesus loves you.
Yes.
And the actions and what I have to give to you, which is a huge, because I just think, oh yeah, fundraising and paying all the.
And you're good at it. You're so good at it. Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's just what we do. But when we got there and they were just talking about like even the sacrifice that we had to bring to that, I was just like, I didn't think of it in that manner, but just the cost of bringing the gospel to someone,
yes,
but worth it all day long. It was so much fun. What was your most memorable moment there?
So there was two of them. One of them more specifically, you and I, it was incredible because we were in our rooms. And I think you were on the phone with Pastor Ange or talking to family. And I was like, hey, I already got off the phone with my family. I think there's a couple people downstairs. We had been on mission all day. And if people don't realize it, mission is sunup to sundown.
Yes.
It's not like, hey, we went on mission for an hour. We kind of went and got some food. Then we hung out. It's you're up, you're working, you're moving, and you're doing. Yeah. Be a doer of the word, not just a hearer. And that's what we were doing. But the coolest part was, so I went downstairs and there was a couple of our just people that we were with. We were just relaxing. We were down in it was a lobby area where you kind of, would just gather, and they were eating some dessert, just kind of talking about the next day, what we were going to do the next day, and what the moments had been like previous hours and previous days. So we're down there, and I don't know if any of us realized it, but it was a Thursday, and the Peruvian people were off on holiday on Friday.
Yes.
So this place is packed. And we had no idea, but there's I don't know if you call him a DJ or a musician of some sort. He's down there, he's playing the guitar, music's, it's going, it's pumping, and it's just a fun time. But we're just literally talking about everything that we've been getting the opportunity to do. And all of a sudden, I don't know whose idea it was, but we're like, hey, there's only one or two people out here dancing, and this looks like a great opportunity to dance.
I'm pretty sure it was your idea.
It may have been. I'll take it. I'll take the blame. So we just go out and we just start dancing. And there's probably 100 or 150 people in this lobby area with seating and things. And we just start dancing, Pastor Nate. And we're just living joy out loud, the joy that only God can bring. Yeah. And we're just dancing and having fun. And all of a sudden, before you know it, there are so many Peruvian people on the dance floor with us, just enjoying the music. And I don't know what they were talking about. I don't even know what the music was saying, but I knew the beat and it was awesome. So, but we're dancing, we're having fun. And it was towards the end of the evening. So we all kind of just, it was weird because we finish up dancing. The music kind of cuts off because they're closing up. And we're just sitting, we go back and we're sitting at our table. And out of the blue, the gentleman who was leading the charge, if you will, playing the music, he comes up and he has a limp and he walks over to us. And I think you had just got down there.
Yes.
You had just got down there. You got done with the phone and you even said, you're like, hey, what are you guys doing? We're like, we're just kind of hanging out as this gentleman is walking over. And it was like the Holy Spirit appointed that moment because you said you weren't even going to come down and you just felt like you were supposed to be there.
Yep.
This gentleman walks over and I'll never forget it till he looks at us and says, I don't even know where you guys are from. I don't even know what you're doing, but I can tell there's a difference about you. And that's the love of God. And literally in the lobby with all these people around, we got to pray for that man and lead him to Jesus.
Yeah.
And to this day, I just want to know, did your limp also get healed? Because that's the power of the God that we serve, And in that moment, it's like, we were just having fun. We were living for God, living joy out loud. And he's like, nope. I'm interjecting in this. And I think you and me and Andrew Hooks even got to pray for him. And it was like, God, thank you for that moment that will never evade my life.
Yeah, no, totally. Like, I'll never forget that moment. It was hilarious because, yeah, I was up in the room and I got off the phone with my wife and I was just thinking, I was like, I need to go down there. And I went down there and I missed all the dancing, all those things. That didn't hurt my feelings, but I got to capture this moment because I remember this guy coming over and asking for prayer.
Yeah.
And what was crazy is his driver, who was there to pick him up,
was trying to get.
He's like, "Hurry up! I'm ready to go." All these things, and he's like, "No, I have to stop."
Yes.
He's like, these people have what I need.
Yes.
And he would not go until we prayed. And he told that driver, like, and we stopped. There's people all around, and we're just huddled there. We lead them to Christ.
Amen.
And that guy's life will never be the same.
So true.
Monumental moment for me and my life, because of what we were appointed for such a time.
Yes.
I have no clue. I don't remember his name. I don't know where he is in life or anything. I don't know if he's ever heard or anything of God except for that moment. Yep. And my hope is like, that he has continued to take that and run with it.
Yes. And he's going to heaven, Pastor Nate.
Yes, 100%.
He is going
We're
to
going to
heaven.
get to see him again. And he's like, hey, I'm Jorge. Remember me? I was like, remind me again. I was like,
it was Jorge, right?
Yeah, I don't know. So you said you had another story.
So it was incredible because, and I don't know why both these stories involve dancing.
Because that's what you were doing the whole time.
That is true.
Because we had the speaker with us and you heard the music and the hips started moving.
They did, and they don't lie. So, but we got to go to a grandparents' day, Pastor Nate. And it was hosted by a lady that just was, hey, I just want to host grandparents that want Jesus. Or maybe even they didn't even know what they're there for. They just needed love. Yeah. So this Peruvian lady hosted all these grandparents. We got to go there. And this is at her house. This isn't at a venue or a banquet hall. This is at her home. And I remember we get to go there, Pastor Nate, and we walk up and we just get to start loving on them. We get to color with them. Some of these grandparents have never even colored or experienced anything like this. And they've never even been around people that once again are Americans. And I remember it so much so that when I got to color with one of the grandparents, I was trying to talk to her. And even the translator could barely communicate with her because the language was so different. She spoke a language that was Quechua, and the translators all spoke Spanish, and I'm not speaking any of those. And so we're all trying to do this. But the smile on her face, Pastor Nate, the smile on her face, just knowing that we were there, sharing love, giving hope, and she was receiving it. You could tell it. Even though she could barely understand, she knew what she was receiving. And then after that, once again, here we go. We get the music fired up and the rest is history. You know, we get to dance with the grandparents and we get to love on them. And just for a moment in their life, everything was whisked away.
Yeah.
And they got to see the love of Jesus, even in dancing. And I'm not even saying I'm the greatest dancer, but they got to see the love because they knew we were there for them.
No, 100%. What's crazy is that outreach came out of COVID. Wow. COVID and Peru, it was a 2-year shutdown. Wow. And what the church there that we were partnering with, what they created was a phone calls where they had their church. The only way they can connect with anyone was by phone call. So they started calling these elderly people who had no connection, had no family, and that's where it started.
Wow.
And then after COVID lifted, like they started going and visiting because there was like, I don't know, there was like 50 grandparents there at this lady's house that she had opened up. And so now it was like a weekly thing. They would go and just, have fun with grandparents, whether it was coloring, dancing, eating, just celebrating life all together. And it was one of those, it was a cool moment because it's just like, oh wait, like these people aren't forgotten.
That's right. That's right.
God put us here in a place to remind them that, hey, I love these people too.
Yes.
And it was such a cool thing.
Well, I think even, I don't mean to interrupt, but I think the lady, the host of the event was even she was so thankful that we were there. She was trying to feed us. And we're like, ma'am, thank you so much. But feed the people, like feed the Peruvian people, because we have more than enough. Feed the people that need the food. And she was like, no, but I want to bless you because you're such a blessing to us. And we're like, young lady, thank you so much, but respectfully, we can't eat the food. And second of all, like, feed the grandparents,
Yeah,
you know?
no,
So
totally. I remember her coming up to us afterwards and she's like, if you're ever here and you need somewhere to stay. And I like, this was coming from her genuine.
Yes.
She was like, you come stay here with us.
Yes.
I'm like,
yes.
she did not want us to let us go. But it was such an amazing time. And to do it as a team.
Yes.
How did being there with a team and having that experience with some people you knew, some people you didn't even know, how did that coming as a team and that experience, how did it hit you?
Well, I would say I knew most of the people from school of ministry, but to say that you know somebody doesn't mean that you genuinely know them. So for me, I got to know people on a deeper level, and it was neat to see that we were all there for the same goal. We were there for helping the hurting, saving the lost, and healing the brokenhearted. That's what we were all there to do, and we did it. And it was incredible because now I know the ladies and gentlemen that went on the trip so much deeper, and I have a deeper respect for them. And I hope that they have a deeper respect for me, because I would trust all of them with my life, my family's lives. There's nobody that went on that trip that I don't trust. I trust them all. And that isn't developed unless you go on a mission with somebody and live those moments with them. And you see how they're gonna act this way, and you see how they respond this way. And when you see the genuine heart of the men and women that you get to be named among and you get to do life with, it just makes you so thankful for the family that we've built at Guts Church.
No, 100%. And family's everything.
Yes.
And families built with trust.
Yes.
And I think it was such a huge and pivotal thing when we go with people, like you spend time with people.
Yeah.
And time is built, or trust is built with time.
Yes.
Like, and we can only move at the speed of trust.
That's good. That is good.
It's so because we've done church together for years now.
Yes, sir.
But then we spent this time together, and there was this whole new level of trust that went, like, sprouted roots and started going into, and there's things that, like, you've helped me with my family, and I've helped with your family.
Yes, sir.
And it's bonded us. And I don't think that's bond is, this is life for life exchange now.
Absolutely.
And going in there and creating those kind of relationships with the people you're going with, because now it's, again, we're not just doing church together. Now we're going through life with each other.
Yeah.
And that whole momentum change in your life, it changes the rest of your experience here at the church.
Yes.
Because now it's just like, yeah, we've gone out to dinner, like we've gone to dinner as a group. It's like this whole family, because we have this interlocking experience, this time of development together and trust, and it allows us to move at a different speed, because it's like, oh yeah, like we know we can take that hill.
That's right.
And so now it's like, hey, what mountain's next?
Come on.
What can we not take? Because, man, I found a team, I found a family that I trust, and I want to just take on the next giant.
Yeah. Well, and I love what you say. You've taught me something that also will stay with me forever, that I've even communicated to my boys. We are always on mission.
Yep.
Take what you experienced and you lived in Peru and bring that back here. So not only when you go to lunch or you go to dinner or you're at a sports event, you are now looking and letting the Holy Spirit lead you. Who do I need to impact today, Holy Spirit? Who do you have on the docket for today? Because I'm not letting anybody slip through the cracks. And you've taught me that. Even at the restaurant, when we're bowing our head and we're praying over our food, and now it's, hey, now we're going to grab the waitress or waiter and, hey, is there anything that we can pray for you about? And not only that, but hey, repeat this after me. You're getting saved whether you're saved or not, or you already are. We're making sure we're not leaving any stone unturned.
No, 100%. We're just interjecting God into every situation, every moment, because we all need Jesus.
That's right.
And that's the simplicity. And if we just continue to live life, I'm only on mission when I'm in this segment of life, or I'm here at work, or I'm at home, or only when I'm here at church. Like if that's the only time that we're going to be on mission, it's just like, wait a second here. Like, let's propel this thing forward. Let's populate heaven.
Come on.
Let's let people know the saving knowledge of Jesus Christ, because the work he's done in me, he's faithful to do it for you as well.
So good.
And if we're not on mission, what are we doing?
Yep.
We're supposed to be a light. We had so much fun.
It was a blast.
It was so much. What are one of the moments that you're like, man, I remember we were cracking jokes or whatever, or doing what we were doing, and you just found yourself, man, I couldn't stop laughing. I remember this moment because it was just hilarious.
Definitely two things. And I don't know specifically what we were talking about, but we were just laying in bed at night, and we were just talking and just cutting up, talking about the day. And you said something, I added to it. And I don't know, but just in case everybody needs to know, Pastor Nate is a secret humor weapon. Like, he is a secret weapon. So you said something, and I just remember, like, out loud, I belly laughed so loud. And I was like, I don't know what just happened, but I think I woke the neighbors up. But I was just so thankful in that moment to see that you're not just and I'm struggling here, but it's like that you are not just I'm only Pastor Nate. You know what I'm saying? I am also a father, a pastor, but I'm also a dad, and I love to have fun. And I love that it humanizes you, because no matter what Jesus did, even when he was on mission and he was going the way he was still a human. And no matter whoever needed him at that moment, he always stopped. He always stopped. And it was just, I'm not trying to spiritualize it, but it was just in that moment, I was like, Pastor Nate is who he says he is. Like, it was just so great. So I'm just so thankful for that moment. And number two, watching Andrew Inky run in the Pacific Ocean for the first time. He had his shoes and his jeans on, and he had never been to the ocean. I don't think he'd ever seen the ocean before, but we were at a work event, or helping the Peruvian people rebuild a home. And we had been there, we had been working, it was hot. And when I say hot, please understand it was winter. So it wasn't that hot.
No, it wasn't that hot.
It wasn't Cuba hot, but it was still warm. And we had been working all day, and we were like, hey, we're gonna take a 20-minute break. The workers are on break. We're going to go take a break. And we just got to go over and walk to the ocean, which was a block away.
Yep.
And to watch him run through the sand and jump in the ocean, and this massive wave just splash him. And now he's soaked from the waist down, and his shoes are soaked, his socks are soaked. That is also the joy of being on a missions trip, because you know those who you labor among. And while you're doing it, you get to watch them have fun and experience things that they've never experienced.
Yes.
So
that was so much fun. I remember, I'm like, and their beaches are a little bit different than the U.S.
It's a little bit different.
So those who have experienced were like, oh, I don't know that I would do that. But go at it, Andrew.
You got to go to Destin.
Yes, go visit. You're hilarious, and you're so energy and so much fun. How because your energy, your laughter, and just loving and cutting it up with people, how did that help you connect with the people that were there?
You know, the Peruvian people, Pastor Nate, they love to have fun. And we found that out. I mean, so many times over. They are serious when things need to be serious, but they are a family-oriented people.
Yes.
And it was incredible, because I feel like laughter breaks all barriers. And when you can get somebody to laugh or to smile, or just to understand that, hey, we're not here to beat you over the head or to make you do something. We are here to offer you life and life abundantly. And when you can do that with laughter, it opens their heart wide up.
Yep.
And they're thinking, okay, what do you have? What's going on? What's different? And whatever that is, I want that.
Yeah.
And just being able to relate with him by dancing and seeing my terrible dance moves or whatever, it made them smile or made them laugh. And now they're more receptive to, hey, he can have fun and you can still be a Christ follower and have fun. Yes, I want that. And it was just incredible to see their hearts. And not only do they love to laugh, but they love food. So if you can laugh while you're eating food, it's a game changer. It is a game changer.
Totally.
So,
brings up even more laughs.
It does.
No, I love the moment when there was those homes that got burnt down.
Yes.
Those families, and we were rebuilding homes.
Yes.
And there were moments where we're mixing concrete, getting ready to lay it down and stuff. But we also had our own speaker, and like we would play music, and we had conga lines going in between the moments. And I remember the one of the ladies' homes that we were rebuilding, where like this is devastating for her. But one, she's getting a new home, and then that the people that are building her home are so overflowing with joy.
Yes.
And having, it wasn't like, oh, look, they're slaving over. It was just a pure joy in what we were doing because of the team that we had there, and just finding how to have fun while we were there. Yep. It ministered to them. And I remember watching the ladies that would go and minister her and even led her to Christ, all these things. But I think those moments of fun, it's just like, man, it's doing its own speaking of the gospel in those moments, because it's just like, this isn't a religion where everything is robotic and come on, please move this way, whatever, as I'm doing the robot over here. but it's just like, no, this is an amazing life.
Yes.
And taking the time to have those opportunities, do the silly dance, say the funny things, whatever, and just be real people is pivotal, because it's just like, I think the world can think of us as a church that is just like, yeah, they're boring. They're not fun. And I'm just like, I've probably laughed more on these trips and the relationships that I have, and I remember them. Yes. I wasn't intoxicated or anything. So I remember it all. And which makes it that much funner, because now it's just like, yeah, we're telling stories of all the fun things. Yes. And I love that. We're going to go rapid fire real quick. Okay. Changing the pace. All right. You got 3 or 5 seconds to answer these. You're a high energy person, so either of these two things, I'm just like, does Jake need more of that? But the first one is coffee or energy drink? Coffee. Okay. Yeah, coffee. That's good, because I'm like, you want energy? I think of that squirrel that's just in that cartoon where
Over the Hedge, the
movie.
Ashley, my wife says that about me all the time. She's like, you're the squirrel on Over the Hedge.
Yeah.
Like, I think
everything moves in slow motion, but everyone's like, what's he doing? What emoji would you describe this trip?
Oh my gosh. Probably either a dance emoji or just somebody that is probably their hand over their mouth because they're laughing the whole time and just enjoying life.
All right, you got to show me. Okay.
I don't know if you can see my eyebrows, but they were lifted. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, all the things. Laugh out loud for a moment.
I think that's what I got.
No, yeah. I think we all need laugh out loud moments. Okay. If you were the team mascot for this trip, what would it have been?
Oh gosh, like a specific mascot?
Yeah, whatever.
Oh my gosh, probably the mascot from Philadelphia Phillies. Because he's kind of goofy looking, but he's fun. And no matter what he does, he's always putting his mouth in someone's head or just dancing or just no matter what, he's bringing joy to people's lives. And people always look at the Philly mascot and they're like, I don't even know what he is. I don't know what he's doing, but we're having a great time. So that's what I would go with, the Philly fanatic or whatever.
Okay, and this is the last one. A song stuck in your head during the trip.
Sweet Caroline.
Hey.
Sweet Caroline.
No, I think we were on the bus singing that a whole lot.
I think we were.
It might have been the theme song for our trip. Man, Jake, it's an honor and a privilege to serve alongside of you. These trips were amazing. Thank you. And thank you for sharing your heart, sharing the revelations that God showed you on these trips. Just a final thought, just share with everyone real quick why they need to go and experience this for themselves.
Well, first, I don't want to say lastly, but thank you, Pastor Nate. Thank you for being the man of God you are. Thank you for being the leader you are. And thank you to Guts Church for giving us these opportunities. Because if you don't go, you don't understand what standing between life and death really is. You don't understand the magnitude of walking in the gap between people that are going to hell and people that now are going to heaven. So if you're watching this or listening to this, the thing I want to tell you is go make a difference. Be that gap filler. Stand in between where God has called you. Take the authority that you have been given, take the promise and walk in between people and lead them to life. As Jesus was ascending, he said, go into all the world, Jerusalem, Judea, all the uttermost, and preach the gospel. And that's what we got to do. We literally got to stand in that gap. That's what I would ask. Just go be that person that stands in the gap.
Mic drop. Thank you so much, Jake, for joining us. And man, hey, sign up.
Sign up.
Come up on the next trips.
Thank you so much.